This one is for everybody who was raised by a smart, beautiful, and cruel mother. So, it's Mother's Day. It's Taurus season. These are the things we have. Some of us have a good relationship with our mothers. Some of us don't. If I had believed the types of things my mother was telling me growing up, I would believe that I was possessed by a demon. I would believe that my only purpose was to lay in bed with a man and have his babies. I would believe that I shouldn't put myself first. I would believe that I was so stupid. She would call me an imbecile. She hid my grades from me in elementary school. I was only in elementary school for 4 years collectively. Everything else was homeschooled. But she would hide my test results when I was actually in school, standardized tests, so that I wouldn't know how smart I was. And I didn't find out until I was 18. I would continue the behavior that I was raised around, which was every time an emotion or an inconvenience popped up, you take a pill. Anytime that you have pain, a headache, any sort of physical ache, you take maybe 3 pills. I was raised to believe that you were never sober. I was raised to believe that when it came to my place in the home, that I was unwelcome. I was raised to believe that I was an inconvenience, that my needs were absolutely too much. I was raised to believe that I had no personal boundaries. I was raised to believe that I was only good for the purpose of work, heavy-duty labor, and no affection. I would continue to be a doormat. I would continue to freeze or fawn instead of speak up and fight back. I would believe that my purpose was to be small and unheard, that my dreams, my literal prophetic dreams should never be translated. I would believe that astrology is of the devil and I would never have touched it. I would believe that tarot, also the same. I would believe that getting in touch with my own self, uncovering my subconscious, was also the same. I would believe that I would be absolutely appropriately put if I was on the floor with fleas, all by myself, in flea-infested floors, sleeping there. 8 years old. I would think that that was acceptable. If it wasn't for this conversation I had with her when I was 18, I would still be seeking her approval and trying to be what she needed from me. When I was 18, I looked her in the face because I was so frustrated with just trying to reach her, trying to contact her, be in touch, have intimacy, love each other. I was so tired of bridging the gap. I looked at her and I said, "Do you even want to know who I am? Do you want to know what I stand for? Do you want to know what I believe in? Do you want to know about me?" She said no. She looked me in the face and said, "No, I don't want to know that about you." So I said, "Okay, I will quit burdening you with that information." I haven't said Happy Mother's Day to her or to anybody yet today. But I do want to say it to the women that are in my life now. Happy Mother's Day. I see a lot of examples of solid motherhood. I'm friends with beautiful mothers. I see how they treat their children and how they speak to their children, and I want to amplify them and say, "You're doing so well, and you're an inspiration to me if I ever get the chance of having a child," of how to glorify their qualities and make them feel like human beings. I see you treat them like equals in the way that they're humans, not in, motherhood, childhood. I see how you take that delicate balance of being their ally and being a disciplinarian. And it's just a beautiful thing to see. Thank you for the example. The truth is I blame my mom for everything. A la Tony Robbins. Like, I blame her for all the bad shit. I blame her for all the ugly shit. I blame her for all these wounds I have and all these negative programming tapes I have in my mind from childhood about what I deserve and if I'm an inconvenience or not. But I also give her credit for my ability to be so emotionally available. I also give her credit for my revolutionizing my own mind. I give her credit for my rebelliousness and going against the grain of all these things that I was taught that I should be. Because I did the exact opposite of being her, I am who you see today. I am able to support other women the way I do. I am able to see positivity in life because she was so shitty. Truth is, I don't know if I'll ever get the chance to have a good relationship with her, ever, in my lifetime. I suspect that in multiple lifetimes, she and I have done this dance where we are in each other's lives and have done harm to each other. And it's always like, you know, and I'll reach out to her because she's begging for me, and then she'll do this. You know, she wants me and pushes me away simultaneously. So I don't know how to navigate that. I'm still learning my own psyche, and I'm affirming my own self and being my own mother and being my own father in a lot of ways. So I'm still figuring things out myself. But for anybody who has a relationship with their mother like mine, this is for you. Some of us hear the word mother and we get sad because we don't know what it feels like to be properly nurtured. But we know how we wish we did feel, and we can turn around and be that for other people. We will never know what it's like to have a mother reach out back to touch us in the way we need to be touched. But we will always be able to bridge the gap for somebody else. We have a gift that other women with good relationships with their moms don't get to have. We get to just help other people like us. So let's love each other today. Happy Mother's Day to you, to the mothers that get it. I love you. Happy Monday. Happy birthday, Megan.